All right, co-host.
What up, Corey?
Sorry to get here so late.
Hey, that's all right. You ain't bothering me. Not yet.
Yeah, where you going? Oh, man, how you doing?
I'm doing good, dude. Looking forward to this as usual.
Are you now?
Get to chit-chat.
You usually sound grumpy. You all right tonight,
Get the jibber-jabber.
Get that jibber-jabber on.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, man.
These are new times, a new age, Corey.
I know. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that. And there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about tonight.
Uh-huh. What are we going to talk about?
Want to talk about some stuff that I saw that might appeal to you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Talk about this new dawning of a new age.
Oh, yeah? Does it have to do with broads?
Away.
Naked broads?
I can make it that. Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah?
And, of course, we got the email going on.
Email time. That's
All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it, man.
All
so
right,
you ready?
let's do it.
All right. Hey, let's do this. Got you off guard, didn't I?
Ah, you son of a bitch. Trying to trick me.
Oh, man. So what does the robot Khan think of our new president, man?
Well, we got a new president? I thought you were talking about
I was talking about the president of the Batman fan club.
I thought you were talking about my new comic books I just got the other day.
No.
Dawning of a New Age. Yeah, that's the name of the comic, Corey.
No, man. We got a black president, first black president.
We do?
First black president of the Xbox 360 club. Man.
How did that happen? Did that old white dude did he have a heart attack? Did he die? What happened?
No, so do you know what I'm talking about? No.
Yeah, Obama!
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 Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's our new king.
Man, I'm telling you.
Chosen one.
I have to say, I'm happy to hear it, man.
I bet you are, Corey. Does this mean you get to run amok and do whatever you want?
Man, let me tell you something. It is crazy how people are taking this. Now, the world is happy.
Oh, yeah, the entire world.
I mean, 22 countries at least that we know of just crying and
I know.
Nuts.
Celebration is crazy. It's like, damn, who is in charge here? The emperor? What's going on? They tearing down statues?
Yeah, it make you wonder what who do they think Obama is? They think he's like the black Superman. He's just gonna fly around the world and solve problems.
So. He's the Luke Skywalker or something. I don't know of our new age, Corey.
Man, but see.
He's going to bring light where there was darkness.
He's going to bring darkness where there was light.
Exactly.
But so now I don't want to pick on Germany now. Because I'm just using it as an extreme example here. I mean, 50 years ago, their leading political regime thought black people were animals, and now over there crying out of happiness now because we got a black president. But you know who ain't having it?
Who?
The South here in America.
Nope. The South, you know, it's funny how quiet the South is about it. They're just
they're scared. That's
I know. They kind of looked around with their shifty eyes, those beady eyes, and they walked right back into their sheds.
I know. It's like,
and now I don't know what they're doing in that shed.
Boarding shit up.
But I'm a little scared, Corey.
Shit, don't be scared. They're like hammering the door shut. That's what they're doing.
Hey, now, when after Obama won, were you nervous as hell when he came out to give that speech? Out there in front of all those people, were you terrified?
No, I was not.
Why? Okay, I was completely terrified. I was like, how come this guy isn't in a bubble right now? How come he isn't in the Pope Mobile driving up?
Okay.
I honestly was scared. When you see all these red lights in the crowd too, I'm like, oh shit, get down, Obama, get down.
I know that dude
said, the chopper.
And that's how he really talks.
I thought the poor guy was going to be riddled with bullets. Yeah.
I can let my accent go now.
It's like, this is a crazy world.
Be funny if he came out with like fucking a beard, like Obama is here. Let the terror begin.
Exactly.
He had a bath towel on his head.
Oh my god!
I like to show my running mate, Osama bin Laden.
We trick you.
It was all part of the plan.
Yeah. Stupid Americans.
A jihad of jihads. They had a bomb strapped to Obama.
Infidels.
Nah, man. No, I think it's cool, man. And
it's incredible, Corey. Let me say that. As a robot, I will say it's great. If there can be a black president, you know down the road there's going to be a robot president.
I know. They're going to have a little remote control car come out.
And then that's when we push the button. Thank you for your vote.
But these fools down there in the South, man, they don't want nothing to do with this shit.
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
no.
You don't hear about it.
Oh, no, you don't.
But they do little reports. Like I was reading the New York Times today, and they were talking about how these small counties in the South, these motherfuckers are scared. I mean, they ask. There are several people who say, well, now that Obama's president, black people going to be more aggressive.
Oh,
it's
shit.
like aggressive. I'm thinking, what do you think is going to happen? Like when he finally, like after his this whole thing where, you know, I mean, what is it? It's like what 77 days or something like that where he has to be before he's actually sworn into office. Do they think like on that day that he's sworn in?
Yeah.
Like,
in
something
January,
like people, like something in people's minds gonna click, and all of a sudden it's gonna be like the beginning of Dawn of the Dead.
Exactly.
You know, neighborhoods gonna be going crazy.
I was about to say all the slaves that were buried in undisclosed places in the South are gonna rise up and attack all the white people that had ancestors who were slave owners.
It's the black zombie apocalypse.
Exactly.
It's like, did you see? Like Obama's gonna like when he gets sworn, he's just gonna look at the camera and his eyes gonna glow red. And all of a sudden, people gonna rise from the ground. Black people gonna go crazy.
I know.
Ah!
Well, if that does happen, Corey, I'm going to be running with a bucket of chicken, throwing them in the other direction. Whoa, whoa.
You know, like in Night of the Living Dead.
Exactly.
Shoot them in the head. Yeah. They can only be stopped by shooting them in the head. It's like fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Just throw it away from
Throw them fried chicken.
You know, people. You know, white people are going to be throwing at people they don't like chicken at the they're going to get attacked and eaten. Oh my God. Son of a bitch!
But don't worry about
hated you, Charlie. Oh my God, we ought to make a movie about this.
We should. It's like the zombies, like black zombies bite white people and turn black.
Exactly. There you go.
How did this shit go in Night of the Living Dead?
What? They're coming to get you, Barbara.
No, it's like the people they kill come back and kill.
Yeah.
The people they kill turn black.
Yeah.
The black they kill turn black.
Oh, they're black. They're all messed up.
People be like, I'd rather die than be black. Not now. It's a good time. If there's ever a good time to be black, it's today. At least I hope this brother don't screw up though.
Hey, well.
I don't think
how bad can he screw up? I mean,
you can't get any worse than what we have. If we do, we're third world country after that.
No, you got to be a raccoon with a cigar in your mouth to like screw up that bad. I mean, come on, man. This guy at least has a brain. He has a vocabulary. He speaks well.
Yeah,
as much as I hate to say that, the guy speaks well.
Man,
speaks better than me.
Look, after having Bush, anybody speak.
Exactly.
Like you said, a raccoon can get up. That makes more sense than what that motherfucker was saying.
But just push the button.
Kaboom! But no, I mean, look. In all seriousness, I gotta say, I talked to my mom that night. And she said, I got my machete. No, she didn't say. She said, I was talking to my mom, and she was just telling me stories about how when she was a kid, how her father couldn't vote, how finally when he could vote, they put a tax on him so that they made it harder for him to vote. I don't know any of this. I have never heard any of this.
I've heard of that. I mean, they wanted to make it as hard as possible.
Yeah, and so he couldn't even vote for a long time. Right. And my mom was telling me how there was a certain street in Waco where blacks were really not allowed to walk down. They had to walk on the side of the street or not walk down there at all. And she was just saying, I thought I'd be dead before I saw this day. I was in the middle of a bar. I just started crying, man. My mom started crying. I was crying. I was bawling. It's a lovely day.
But, well, hey, I can understand for you guys. That's great. It's fantastic.
What do you mean
by
you guys?
You guys. Oh, I'm sorry. The new I guess the new minority or the new not you guys aren't even minority. I don't know. Are you guys like royalty now?
I'm gonna start wearing a crown going down the street, wearing a crown and a robe.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be walking. Everybody's gonna be walking with canes and crowns. And,
I'm the new Burger King. But the Burger King is gonna be black now in the commercials.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what though, this is a good sign because yes, as far as the majority is the minority now, and this Obama being president now is the best sign of that.
Well,
and
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just of how the way the world is going, whether certain groups of people like it or not.
No, it's moving on. I mean, people who have those old ideals are really being left behind now.
Well, because Corey, they're getting old and they're dying,
and they're dying.
Yes, and that's the thing. I mean,
this is
people like this is the biggest scream of change when Bush. I mean, you think about Bush and his legacy and how it ends with the world deciding to vote in a black president because this guy just really fucked up that bad.
Exactly. I was thinking, man, those last 8 years were not for nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. And as far as Republicans are concerned, I mean, obviously, I've talked to a lot of Republicans who just believe that once Obama is sworn in, it's the coming of the apocalypse.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? Have you not? Oh, dude, I've heard from a few Republicans that they're like, I'm telling you, as soon as he's in, that's it. It's over. I mean, the economy's already screwed up as it is. But they're thinking he's gonna bring the gates of hell are gonna open up and we're all gonna fall in. And I'm just like, give me a break, dude. No, your Lord and Master, the time being Mr. Bush. He's the one who's been doing that.
Who are you talking to online that is still behind Bush?
No, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? There's a lot of people, Corey, and
still behind
and
Bush.
Apparently, they still have a voice online. But I mean, it is crazy because a lot of people are still wanting to blame Clinton for the last 8 years. I mean, apparently Clinton had this master plan to where we would all go to hell in a handbasket right after he left, which I still don't get. I mean, that's as far as like just hardcore Republicans, that's their one card to go to, and it's kind of sad when you hear it.
Anybody who plays. Damn, what the hell is that? A little buzz on there. I don't know if it was my phone or what. But anybody who plays the partisan side too hard, if you're too much of a Democrat, too much of a Republican, you're too much of a liberal or conservative, you're not looking at things clearly.
No.
And I mean, just look at issues, really. I mean, and there's no denying that we had a fuck-up president, a lame duck. That lame duck, my ass, that was a fucked-up president. Yeah. And I've heard people say, he was the one that inherited a lot of Clinton's problems. He's getting blamed for it. I'm like, okay, so he inherited the Iraq War.
Yeah.
He inherited going and looking for weapons that weren't there. He inherited Hurricane Katrina.
Exactly.
We inherited this bad economy that came from an administration that didn't keep track over people, the people who head up banks and big business. I mean, he inherited all that shit. Okay, that makes perfect sense to me.
After 8 years,
use your brain, man.
After 8 years, it's still Clinton's fault. Damn it.
Yeah, get the fuck out of it. But I mean, the thing is, it's just people need to look at the bigger issue here. There was one guy in the South who said, I mean, now this makes absolute no sense, but I'm trying to argue with a logic here.
Yeah,
illogical people. There's a guy that said. In this article I read, he said, if anybody who looks at this election and then doesn't feel upset about it needs to go to the altar on Sunday. And I'm thinking, so in your logic, you're saying that God didn't want us to elect a black president because he shouldn't try to stop it.
No. Oh, no. I mean, give me a break. I mean, the fact is that people were desperate not to have a Republican. I mean, I think it's just. I think overall, too, a lot of people just did not want another goddamn Republican in the office, period.
That's
Republicans had their time, and they fucked it up royally. And it's time to, let somebody else at least try. Let's see what happens with somebody else.
Yeah,
all right, in your chair, because obviously you can't drive worth the shit. So I'm gonna let my mother-in-law or whatever drive in your place,
Man, if we had brought out
I hate to call Democrats mother-in-laws, but it's kind of how I'd like to sum them up. But
in your mind,
yes,
if they had
people you sort of like sometimes, but you just wish they had a little bit of more punch, like the Republicans, like really say what they mean what they say, and just do it.
Well, right now, I think that's what's going to kind of happen. I mean, I was looking at these debates, and I don't care what you say. A lot of people, that's why I'm not too fond of debates, because people will read into it so much by saying, oh, my side won. No matter what. And now I'm going to play fair here and say I watched the debates, and I was never going in and saying, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Like that whole thing where people came out saying, well, Palin didn't do that bad against Biden. No, she did shitty. Okay,
no,
she didn't answer
terrible.
any questions. She came out with theatrics, winking at the camera. Oh, can I call you Joe? You know, get the fuck out of here with that. What is this, a high school debate? No,
I mean,
it's
honestly,
a fucking vice presidential debate.
You're right, and I'll go on the record and say, Palin really screwed up as far as.
Well, she didn't screw up. They screwed up choosing her.
Well, they screwed up choosing her, but I mean, you're in front of cameras. You should do some research before you open up your mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be prepared for certain things. I mean, they do. That's the funny thing about her. It's like you could tell, obviously, that they had stuff prepared for her to say whenever she needed to speak. But when people caught her off guard and started asking her questions just out of the blue, she had nothing to say. I mean, she
right.
looked like a deer in headlights.
And
it's like, you know what, McCain's he's no spring chicken. And that's the only. I'm sure that's what a lot of people.
In fact, if they had a spring chicken up there, I'd probably be like, I'll vote for that motherfucker.
I mean, it looked like the guy was. He looked like he was a marionette. Like somebody was obviously working his controls, and in the back, the Oz was working him by remote control.
I'm the all powerful.
And that scares. When I see somebody who can barely lift their arms, I'm like, okay, that guy ain't gonna last like 20 days in office.
You know something? I like McCain, and I'm not gonna get into like all the policies that I don't like about him, but I said, hey, if he gets elected, I'm going to give it a chance. But
anybody.
When he said I have Palin, I was like, this guy. And look, man, this guy's been through a lot of shit.
Right.
He ain't no dummy about picking this woman who I've never heard of. Yeah. She must be a badass bitch, boy. Yeah. And then the moment I heard her talk, I was like, oh, my Lord, what
just
the
like
fuck?
All broads, as soon as she starts opening up her mouth, oh, God.
Well, look, people, I don't want to get, would you say, quiet, get that cane out, yank about neck.
Hey, just read what we give you, all right?
I mean, I don't call you a puppet for no reason.
No.
But I didn't want to get so deep into politics. I just wanted people to know, like, listen, it's a glorious day that we have a black president, and I'm going to tell you why. Don't look at it just as being good for black people. What do you want? I mean, this guy that said, my question to these people in the South, what do you want? Do you want people to be oppressed to the point where they are aggressive and angry, and they're always going to have to be breathing down your neck for something? Or do you want this country, this world to perceive us as being fair and living up to our ideals of democracy so that everybody feels like they have a chance? Because I can tell you, there's 1 million black kids now whose self-esteem just went up a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah.
There's there's billions of people around the world who looked at us and said, these guys are not hypocrites. And you know what? They took that first step. We're probably going to take that first step, too, towards being fair people. I mean, this is just a big thing for humanity.
Oh, yeah. And I agree. I mean, as much as I could care less about you and your humanity, since I will be destroying it soon, it is a great time. It's great. It's a great time to be alive. And those who participated in electing, just being a part of the election process, I mean, you were a big part of history. And I think every one of us, people listening, can always remember what exactly they were doing on election day. I mean, because it's a huge part of history now.
It's an amazing part.
And it may not feel like it, but you're a part of it. Yeah, everyone who voted, and it is great. You know, it blew me away just realizing that America now has a black president. The biggest thing that blew me away was just how much the entire world pretty much rejoiced over the fact that Obama was now the president, and it makes me wonder what they thought of our country and of our former president.
Yeah, I mean, the way they think about foreign policies,
so much that they're just as far as like seeing people around the world crying.
I mean, look at places that you never would. Italy, like I said, Germany, the UK. I mean, Japan. I mean, people that you never would. The places that you hear about, like they don't like black people over there. Shit, not that night.
Yeah, but you know, the funny thing is, like any hardcore like Republican and I'm not talking about the Republicans who actually use their brains. I'm talking about the ones that usually.
Are you talking about anybody that blindly follows anything?
Exactly, blindly follows and allows themselves to be spoon fed. And
same go for Democrats too.
Yeah, I mean, look at the videos of people around the world rejoicing just the fact that we have a new president that is not a Republican and obviously somebody that they feel like they can believe in. I mean, he may not be the greatest president coming up, and I'm not going to say that, but something touched people really down deep in order for them to rejoice like that.
Worldwide.
Exactly, worldwide. And it makes you wonder just, around the world how people look at our president right now and what exactly we're doing as far as our interaction with the world. I mean, it really makes you think, God, Lee, what the hell have we been doing? To have people have a reaction like that.
Well, yeah. Well, look, nobody wants to be a second-class citizen. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to work towards some sort of unity, so that we don't have to give in to our instincts of tribalism. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're not animals,
right?
We need to stop behaving like animals.
That's true.
And this is a big step towards realizing that, yes, if we actually grasp that we are creatures of reason, mm-hmm. we can work together.
Right, exactly.
No matter what.
And I tell you what, if Obama was Chinese, I'd still feel the same way.
Well, first Chinese president.
Yes,
if it was first Chinese, anything.
But Chinese American, Corey. Chinese American.
Sorry. As you said, the first Eskimo.
That's right,
Eskimo president.
The next, I want you guys to have an Eskimo president. So
the next one,
and
you want him to wear a furry coat and hood when he comes up,
and eating a Klondike bar. I want it all, Corey. I want it all. That just means it's easier for us to conquer you. That's all. That's all.
I'm surprised you're not into divide and conquer. I'm surprised you didn't come up here saying, "Black, he's gonna mess up. You guys better watch yourselves."
That's.
Just making our job. It's making your job harder, man.
I would never say that. Yeah. I'll keep my black jokes to myself.
Oh, yeah, like you've been doing in the past.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just like throwing chicken
at black zombies.
Black zombies. Yes.
Hey, look, if you're a Republican, I got Republican friends out there too.
No, I have Republicans.
We're not trying to be divisive. We're not one of those people who sit up here. We're not extreme liberals who are you dumb Republicans. I mean, every party has a tendency to go a little bit extreme. But in this case, so anyway.
Democrats have no balls sometimes. Hey, that's a fact. I'm sorry.
It is.
And Republicans do, and Republican I always think is the principal of your school, and Democrats are usually the vice principal. They're the ones who kind of want to get involved. It's like,
I
don't want to be looked at as
those kids are fighting.
I don't want to be looked at as the jerk. That's his job.
You want me to break that up? Those kids are big. Not so hard.
Not so hard.
So anyway, man.
Anyway, had fun with that.
All right. Yeah. There you
Hail
go.
Obama.
Yeah.
King Obama.
King of the world. Obama. No, that's not gonna happen.
Let's hope not, Corey.
No, everybody's gonna be happy. Work together.
We hope so. Yes.
Now, I just got back from New York. I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a couple of movies.
What'd you see?
I've been interested to talk to you about one of them because one of them you like a lot.
Tell me.
Well, the first one I'm gonna tell you about. Mm-hmm. I finally saw this thing that's been I don't know if it's a cult classic yet. People have been saying it's an instant cult classic.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that's true or not, mm-hmm. but I broke down and went to go see Repo, the Genetic Opera.
All right, and okay, that's the one. Paris Hilton's in this, right?
It's the one that's directed by the guy that did Saw 2, 3, and 4, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
the play already existed. It was written by some other people.
Okay.
And I don't have the names right now.
Because all I know, I mean, the only person that I've heard talking about this film is Paris Hilton. She's apparently the only one who's doing the promotion.
She's been doing the talk shows, and she's a terrible interview.
Oh, no, she is. Are you kidding me? Yeah, no, she's brain dead. Hey, I'd bang her. I'd bang her to the end of time overhead, but
she's fine as hell though.
It'd be one of those angry bangs, but
you just you banging over her head. Yeah, you don't mean bang as in having sex. You mean jumping on her head.
Yeah,
bang,
jumping on her
bang.
Head. Bing, bing, bing. Quit talking about Carl's Jr.
But man,
that sex tape wasn't that good.
No, man, that tape was lousy.
Stop looking at the camera.
That tape was a horror show. That tape looked like Quarantine.
Yeah, that was a real Repo madness.
That tape looked like Wreck. That movie REC, like the end of Wreck.
That was the most boring version of Wreck you'll ever see.
But man, look, that movie. It's for people who don't already know. It's a gothic horror opera musical. Mm-hmm. almost comedy in a way.
Yeah.
And
is it in the vein of like
Rocky
Horror Picture Show? Because it seems like that's what people are trying to turn.
I saw it as a combination between two things: mm-hmm. Sweeney Todd and Rocky Horror.
Oh, okay.
Now, the people have been talking about how this is one of the worst movies of the year. It's a terrible movie.
Okay.
As bad as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
I am thoroughly convinced that people went in wanting to hate this movie because they saw Paris Hilton with her no interview giving ass walking around on TV shows talking about this movie. It's easy to walk in and say, I'm ready to hate this just based on Paris Hilton alone. But Paris Hilton is not in the movie that much to even be bad. I saw Paris Hilton in House of Wax. Didn't think she was terrible. She wasn't.
No, she wasn't great. She was just there, like the other cast. You see it, and then it's gone. You forget about it.
She didn't stand out from anybody else,
exactly.
and she wasn't terrible. In this movie, she's not bad, but she's under a ton of makeup, and she doesn't even look like herself sometimes. And
that's a good thing.
She's not in the movie that much.
Yeah.
So the other thing is that it's not terrible.
It's not. So you liked it.
No, I did not.
I
didn't really like it. I admire it for trying something different.
Right.
I mean, that movie had balls for trying to do what they did, just being a musical alone. But it's and some people were complaining about how they go overboard with the gothic imagery and whatnot. I thought the art imagery in this was kind of cool. It was kind of campy in a way, and they meant for it to be that way.
Right.
So it was all right, man. But the music in something like that, if you're gonna make a musical, make a musical. You can't have people just talking in song.
Oh, so that's what it is?
Yeah, it's one of those things where go to your room.
Yeah.
I will.
Nobody took the time to learn how to sing.
Take your medicine. I have already. I mean, it'd be like if I went.
Chop off her head. I will chop off her head.
So you remember when I was in the kitchen a little while ago while you were getting ready and everything?
Yeah.
Were you warming up? I plugged in. You saw me in the kitchen. It would be like me if I was in the kitchen yelling out to you out there. I've got 2 slices of bread, some turkey, the cheese.
You're like, what the hell? What the hell are you smoking over there?
Like, just make that shit, eat it, and shut up. You don't need to sing that shit. So in this movie, the songs are really bad. There's a couple of scenes in there. They even have Joan Jett. You remember Joan Jett from the Joan Jett and Blackhearts? The girl in this movie who plays one of the central girls in here named Shiloh is Alexis. I think her name is Alexis Vega. She's the little girl from Spy Kids.
Oh yeah.
She's grown up now. Looks just like Lindsay Lohan if she had a breast reduction in black hair.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, wow. Seriously. There's a couple of scenes in there where she's singing and it's okay.
Did she get naked?
No,
damn it.
I know.
Is there any nudity at
somebody
all?
told me she was 20. I was like, there is. You get there
really?
is, but it's usually when people getting stabbed.
Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
But people who are into this movie, man, I mean, get over it. All right. I mean,
well, it seems like already there's like an internet buzz of people who already are like just dying to see it. I mean, there's a lot of anticipation as far as what I've read on the internet. People who are like dying for the next Rocky Horror Picture Show, I guess, and others who just hate the entire concept of it and just don't want anything to do with it and want it to fail. But
it seems I'm going to meet the midway. I actually. Look, we don't give star ratings here, but if I was to give a star rating, I'd say 2 stars.
Right.
Because it's just, I mean, it is for an audience out there.
Is the music catchy? I mean,
no, music's terrible.
And
and
that's the one thing the Rocky Horror. I mean, you say what you want about the Rocky Horror Picture Show. At least there's a few songs in there that they're easily recognizable. I mean, see, like the Time Warp.
There's no that's it right there. There's no equivalent of Let's Do the Time Warp Again, and there's no equivalent of Meatloaf coming out and you enjoying Meatloaf because he is being campy. This seems like these guys are. They know that it's not for everybody, but they're taking it even too serious then.
Oh, okay.
So it's just it's.
Well, I'll have to wait and see. I will be seeing this just to see what the big hoopla is about.
No, it's not as terrible as people try to make it out to be. And if people go in there with a bias against Paris Hilton, then just don't watch it. Just don't say anything about it. I like to be fair. I don't think the movie was that good, but
all right,
whatever. So anyway, the other movie that I saw I want to talk to you about is Let the Right One In.
Yes. Incredible film. What did you think, Corey?
Okay, when I came
out, I'll say I love that film. That's actually one of my top 3 films of this year. As far as that, to me, is an Oscar-worthy film.
Okay, when I first came out of it, I said, "God damn that co-host." It was okay, but I didn't like it that much. I don't think it was great. But that movie is haunting, man.
Yeah.
I came out of it. I'm looking it up right now because I don't know anything about this movie except from what I saw. Now, is this a Swedish film or is it a Russian film?
It's a Swedish film.
Swedish film. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason why I was asking people like, you don't know, how can you confuse Sweden with Russia? And well, in the movie they mentioned something about a dead body being found in some Russian block somewhere, and I was like, well, I thought this was a Swedish film, and so anyway, well, look, so the movie's about a girl, and I'm not talking to you. I know you know what it's
Right.
about. The movie's about a little girl who moves next door with some mysterious older guy, and they're boarding up the walls and everything. So it becomes very obvious that she's a vampire, and she moves next door to our central character, this little kid named Oscar, who's about 12 years old, kind of a nerdy geek who's getting picked on by some other kids at school.
He's constantly getting
so
bullied.
yeah, and he's lonely, and these two make friends,